So I'm settling in. It's pretty near 6 o'clock and could be worse, could be much worse, because somehow I had miscalculated, and or maybe what happened was there just was nothing available on the booking site I was using that was close to where I was going to be, which is Kamarouksa. So here I am in or near Kamarouksa, probably a little bit past it now, along the St. Lawrence River. And my GPS is, I decided to put it directly into the Garmin just to find out where the heck I was going. And it said, hey, you still got 2.5 hours to go. And I said, what? No way, it's after 5 o'clock. That means it's going to be like 8 o'clock riding until I get to this place. And when you check into these places, good luck finding anyone around at 8 o'clock at night. So it gets difficult. Plus, I didn't want to go another 157 kilometers of God knows what. It was saying to go across the St. Lawrence and all the way back to Quebec City. So I don't know where the heck this hotel that I booked was, but it's like, I cannot do this. I cannot backtrack that far and go that late. So I said, screw it, I'll take the hit. I know it's like zero notice for them. So I said, I'm going to keep going until I see a motel, and I'm going to hope to God there's a room available. So that's what I did. I kept going and going and going, and then all of a sudden I found a place. I found a motel, and I was extremely lucky that they had rooms available. So, you know, it's not the Ritz by any means, but hey, I was in the ghetto last night. So, but I'll tell you one thing. Although last night's room was like a ghetto when I went there, their bed was super clean, fresh, and the comfiest bed I've ever slept in. I get here to this sort of a little bit more upscale hotel, and these beds are like, it's like I'm sitting on plywood. So I don't know how my back's going to feel in the morning. Sometimes it feels better when you sleep on hard beds, but it's probably going to be harder to sleep. But anyway, I scored a room, and I didn't have to like ride till 8 o'clock and go like an extra 157 kilometers back out of my way on the wrong side of the St. Lawrence. So I just called them up and I said, I'm sorry, man, I miscalculated. I'm too far away. I know you've already charged my card. I guess just keep it. You know, that's all I can do. I'll just cut my losses. And of course, they couldn't understand a word I was saying because they were 100% French, no English whatsoever. He passed me over to his wife, who he figured could understand me. She couldn't understand me. So I think they know I've called and canceled. So that's the best I could do. At least I tried to inform them, but they can't speak a word of English. So if anyone tells you when you go to Quebec everybody speaks English, it is not true. Once you start going up along St. Lawrence, very few do. Fortunately, the guy running this hotel did speak English, and that made things a lot easier for me to get booked in. So not only did I score myself a room, but I scored myself a room where I can park my bike outside. I don't have to be up on the second floor down at the end of the hall or anything like that. So El Conquistador is out there, and he's all fixed up. He's all covered up, and I think I've got everything I need out of him for tonight. So I'm going to have a nice shower, try and get relaxed. Might even watch some TV tonight, and try and get all my crap sorted out and my batteries charged up and try and get reorganized. Maybe I'll be able to source out some laundry for tomorrow. I'm not completely out, but I should start looking now. And get myself a little snack for tonight. And they said they even have the dining room open for breakfast in the morning. So I think we're good to go. All right, so that's it for day 3. Stay tuned for tomorrow morning, day 4. Well, as you can see, I'm getting all packed up. Today's day 4, and our adventure today and our quest is to get all the way past Edmundston and find a provincial park in New Brunswick called Sugarloaf, where I'm going to be staying at a yurt. Now, I cannot locate this currently on the GPS, but I will get us to the town that's right near it. I can see it on Google Maps. I can see it's near it. So
I'll just get us that far, and then I'll have to navigate some highways and do some tricky stuff to find the park. But we'll get in there and we'll find it. I had my first restaurant breakfast this morning, and with the breakfast I noticed that the prices are considerably higher, so this picnic thing that I've been doing is probably the best idea. It's probably the easiest on my tummy and the better food. But not only that, you know, you can't really blame the restaurants. The price of food for restaurants has almost tripled in the last couple of years, so you can't really blame them. But so I think the picnic thing is better. I'll be stopping and do some shopping. Well, better go. We got everybody coming here. Okay, leaving on day 4 in search of Sugarloaf, getting out of Quebec and into New Brunswick. It looks like it's going to be a hot one. I'm starting with the jacket on. But once we get going, I think once I go along St. Lawrence, I know there's cool air there, and it should balance things out. But if not, I'll have to stop and bungee the jacket to the back again. I'd rather wear the jacket, but when it's over 30 degrees, it's pretty tough. And I've seen guys wear these jackets in 30 degrees. I don't know how they do it. I'm already sweating. I got to get moving. All right, let's get going here. Everything ready, everything good. I got everything as far as I could tell. I've checked the room 3 times. Got everything packed, so it's as good as I can expect. So we are off. I'm certainly no authority on the French language. I can't speak hardly a word of it. And they know, right at Bonjour, they know that I can't speak it. So, but I think there's one tip I can give anyone that's trying to learn. At least I think, anyway. First of all, you can't take it by taking courses. As far as I took 8 years of French in school, still can't speak a word of it. But I would say, if you just lived in a place like this, even for 6 months, you'd probably be fine. Hey, biker dude. Some of them wave. You'd probably really start to pick it up. But I think besides that, I really think the trick is to stop trying to translate in your head every word. You have to start thinking in the language you're trying to learn. So in this case, French. You know, if I say bonjour, I have to think bonjour. I can't think, oh, bonjour means hello, and bonjourne means, you know, good journey and goodbye and stuff. Bienvenue means welcome, and you know, you start to learn these things, but don't think in English if you're trying to speak in French. You have to think in French. And so as far as your mind is concerned, that is the word for it. It's not the alternate word for it. Hope that makes some sense for you. Anyway, I'm deviating a bit from my route, my planned route. I guess I'm going to be doing a little bit of that here and there as I learn as I go. Because once I get here, it's like, I do not want to end up on major highways and stuff as much as possible. I would rather end up on roads like this, going all the way. Even if it takes me a little longer, I don't care. Again, I want a nice pleasant journey. I don't want a highway rush all the way to the East Coast. I'm not in a hurry to get there. It's about the journey. Wow, look at that huge spread up there. I don't know if you can see it from here. So I kind of studied the maps a little bit. Still a little confused on how I'm going to get to the park, but I'll figure it out. But anyway, I will get us to Campbellville. That's for sure. And, well, God willing. And I may have to stop at a Canadian Tire on the way, just to make sure I have enough camp fuel. Or I could go tonight and just say screw it. I'll probably be able to buy it there at the park. Other than that, I've got milk, I've got supplies. The weather has been wonderful, and let's just hope it stays that way. And away we go. Sure, wouldn't you know it? You know, I go like 300 kilometers and there's nowhere to stop to have a break or nothing. No Tim Hortons, no nothing. And as soon as I don't need it, they're there. Well, not just figure. Well, I am getting more on the major road now. You know, if you're going to go these country back roads, hang on, just make sure. You got to watch Quebec drivers. They're a little more prone to just cut you off, not signal. They love to pull in front of you like really close and just about clip your front end and things like that. So you have to be careful of them. I'm not saying all Quebec drivers, so I'm not stigmatizing. I'm just saying it happens more than usual out here. There's not as much traffic in the country, but my goodness, they are pretty aggressive drivers. Alright, so I'm on 132 and I'm heading up the St. Lawrence coastline, and even though it's a hot sunny day, I'm wearing the jacket. I got kind of the top open a little bit, and I'm just going to take it easy. I probably burn less gas this way, and as I figure, see, I can already feel some cool air coming off of the water from the St. Lawrence. As I remember from about 5 years ago, maybe, when I went to Gaspé, I went along here. It was the last time I was this way. It was about 5 years ago. And then, of course, I was going to go again a couple years later, and then COVID hit and all this stuff, so I never did. But here I am. I'm back. I made it back. Not going to Gaspé this time. Sorry, no offense to Quebecers, but just a little too much French, and it's just too hard for me to converse, even though here I'm giving you tips on learning French. So I'm heading further east, and I really loved New Brunswick when I was there with the family, and I've always wanted to tour around Nova Scotia, and I'm going to hopefully be able to do all that again. So here I am heading east. You're starting to see the funny mountains, cool air off the St. Lawrence, and just cruising along by myself at my own pace.